Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. I'm Arthie Moore, coming to you live from South Africa, and you're listening to me on IBGR, our International Business Growth Radio. Now, this is going to be so epic. It's another one of these beautiful, amazing topics that I love talking into. But here's a heads up. You're listening to me on IBGR, our Profit Radio Network, where everything a business owner needs to start, grow, exit a business is right here at your fingertips. Now, what's exciting is that you are listening to us, and as your host, I am here to serve you, to be of service to you, and to bring to you all of our skills, our experiences, and everything that we've learned that can help you to grow in your business. Now, as the compassionate leader of influence, I decided that this is going to be my season of giving back and helping you to build your vision as a visionary entrepreneur. And with that in mind, you're actually listening to episode 9 in season 4, and I'm talking into the topic of the success mindset all entrepreneurs need is going to be exactly what I'm outlining here today. Now, this is talking into our mindset, our the way we interact with people, our belief about ourselves, but more than that, it's how we challenge our thinking. So it talks greatly into who we are as entrepreneurs. Now, when I think about it, being the co-founder of Key Leadership Institute and founder of Celebrating Humanity, I've been dealing with leadership as well as with diversity and inclusion on a very different level. And it always talks into people's beliefs, people's wants, their needs, their habits, their behaviors. And so I know that if you are listening to me for the first time, I would love to welcome you. If you're listening to me again and you're a returning listener, thank you. Thank you for being with me. I'm absolutely grateful. So if you are listening to us live or one of the recordings, you can always connect and interact with us on social media, on Facebook, as well as on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Now we're everywhere. And that doesn't mean that we have diminished or diluted our ability to connect. We're saying we've opened up every avenue possible to help you to grow. So join us on www.ibgr.network and help other people to grow by sharing this amazing link that gives people so many options to grow, gives them the opportunity to delve into their success, delve into where their challenges are, and not to feel lonely or alone. I mean, when you think about it, we are talking into the people skill side for your success. People skills for success means that we're not talking about one person, we're talking about everybody. And as people, it is our imperative to help others grow. And I know that, if you're listening in and there are some things that stand out for you and you have an aha moment, that you now have got the opportunity to add value to somebody by sharing this amazing platform with people. Now, going on to our site, www.ibgr.network actually allows you to download our show notes, allows you to access these talks as podcasts. So you never ever have to lose any of this amazing information that you're hearing right now. And I know that, by the end of our time together, you can understand why I'm delving into this topic, why it is important for you as a business owner or an entrepreneur to know when, where, how to build relationships, how to use your time more effectively, why it is important to network, why build a mindset, and how is it related to your success. Well, I'm going to talk into all of that, but I'm welcoming you once again to our ibgr.network, knowing that this is the place to be at. It's everything that you as a business owner need to start, grow, or exit a business, and we welcome you to grow with us. And my topic today, and we're talking into season 4, episode 9, the success mindset all entrepreneurs need. Now, this is a very valuable topic. And the reason I say valuable is because it is going to add value to the way you actually think differently. And I'm all about changing perspective. I'm very strong on saying to people, wherever you're at, do not be limited by what you've learned. Challenge it. Think about it. resonate with it, contemplate it, sit still and ask yourself, question yourself, become curious and say, why does that sentence stand out for me? Or what triggered me within that sentence that I need to grow differently? Where do I need to actually challenge my own thinking? And so when you think about it from that perspective, you realize that you always had choice and you always had opportunity. It's just the way you embraced it that makes a massive difference. So when I'm thinking into this amazing topic, the success mindset all entrepreneurs need, I thought about a sentence that really stands out. To grow a business, you need to know your business. So here's the thing. The scariest part of entrepreneurship is thinking that you need to know every aspect of your business and that you have to master it. That's a very, very scary place to be because that is the most common challenge that most entrepreneurs have worldwide, regardless of where you come from or your upbringing. Even if you're a seasoned entrepreneur, it's very difficult to let go control. It's very difficult because that's your baby. And I don't blame you. From conception, from your idea to creation, and working hard at endless hours and focusing on success. But here's the thing. You see, a success mentality or a successful mindset does not talk into just hard work. It's talking about focus in so many different areas. And I think it's an imperative area to delve into because when you think about it, oh, well, when I think about it, I have yet to meet a master of all trades in a business. I'm yet to find an entrepreneur who excels in every part of the business, whether it is legal, admin, accounting, HR, management, finance, facilitating meetings, closing deals, following up with clients, even all the way to producing the product and service by themselves. Here is the operative word. An entrepreneur does not do things by themselves. You need a support structure, a support team. You need guidance from people. You need mentors. You also need people who actually add value to you and who are of service to you. You see, when people believe that they have to be a master of all trades, unfortunately, that is where ego is stepping in. And in order for us to have a success mentality, we need to realize that it is directly related to a growth mindset. Now, that's talking into so many different areas in so many different ways. But I think maybe I should just talk a little bit into what my objective is for today. I want us, and here's the thing about what I want us to do, is let's take a step back and understand where we can do things differently, what we can do differently, and how we can add value to other people. And so when I'm thinking into it from a different perspective, I realize that where I have opportunity is to become more intentional and focused. So being intentional and focused, I'm talking into where can we start right now? Not where you're at and what you've done and where you're heading. I'm talking about what can we do right now when you stop listening to this call. What can we do differently? And I'm going to ask you to do two things. Become more intentional and become more focused because that is always the best way to start, right? And then there are other amazing aspects to consider when developing a success mindset. Now, that's going to include some amazing areas to delve into. And that is from the simplicity, and I'm saying simplicity because as much as we all know and understand this, very few of us remember to do this. Now, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that common sense is that we all know managing time adds massive value to a success mindset. Then there's focus, there's intention, serving others, embracing self confidence, being outcome oriented or orientated, depending on where you come from. Then networking with quality connections, building relationships, taking personal accountability and responsibility for every aspect of business as well as personal. Now, I had my most incredible partner, my partner in crime and partner in life, Moore-Robberts, and he was speaking into his topic earlier today. about choices and decisions, and looking at what he was delving into. There's a lot that talks into personal development, it's talking into personal growth, and it's about being more hyper aware about where you are at on in your own personal growth. So when I'm talking about taking personal accountability and responsibility for every aspect of your business as well as personal, I really do mean it. See, because the success mindset of an entrepreneur begins with you. So before you can ask your people and delve into all of the different aspects of managing and leading a business, you need to understand yourself first, where you're heading and what your stumbling blocks are. What are the obstacles holding you back? Whether it is your self care, whether it is your health, whether it is the way you interact with people, where are you lacking? Where is there room for improvement? And I believe that, understanding those areas, it takes away 90% of fear and lack of understanding of what is wrong with me, because most entrepreneurs as human beings, and this is a very human thing, will always think about stuff from the level where they're always to blame, where they need to take responsibility for everything. And I'm saying, just stop it. It's emotionally draining. Just stop it. You are not to blame for everything, and yet taking responsibility allows you to understand what you can do differently. Now, I know that was a bit harsh, so what I'm going to do is leave you with that. We're going to take a short 2 to 3 minute break. But when we return, we're going to delve into how we can approach this and build competence in the area of building our success mindset. So until then, I welcome you to join us on all our social media platforms, and don't forget to share our link www.ibgr.network. I'll catch you back in the next few minutes.